Yeah, my name is Dana Brown. I'm the director of the Ballard Convention Center, as he said, along with the Hopkins County Fair. Just like Jenny started off talking to you all, I'd like a show of hands. Anybody ever been to the Hopkins County Fair? Anybody? Anybody? Oh, there you go. All right. So maybe you were there for the pageants, the tractor pulls, the games, the rides, the food, or maybe just a funnel cake, which, you know, this past July we just had the fair, and I promise I only had one funnel cake. But anyway, would it surprise you all that 20,000 people came to the fair this last July? 20,000 people in 5 days came to Hopkins County, or in Hopkins County, and walked through those gates. Would it also surprise you all to know that a handful of volunteers make that fair happen? And volunteers have been making that fair happen since 1949. Yeah, obviously these folks understand responsibility and commitment. They know if they don't book the carnival starting in July at the state fair, or starting in January at the state fair, if they don't find the midway acts, if they don't hire the tent company, if they don't open the dressing rooms for the pageant girls and their mamas, then that fair that brings almost $500,000 in 1 week to this county wouldn't happen. And a whole lot of little and big kids would be disappointed, you know, funnel cake. Now, I'm the director of the Ballard Convention Center, and that came to be in 2009. It's an interesting place to work. I've been their only director, and I say there because the center is owned by these same fair volunteers, the Hopkins County Fair Board. I literally have 45 bosses. Y'all think you have it rough? Try keeping 45 people happy. It ain't easy. But in reality, I work closely with just 5 of them, but still. The Ballard Convention Center has one full-time salaried employee. That's me. Everything else that needs to happen is subcontracted out, meaning that I hire somebody for each event's needs. Last year, we hosted over 180 events, some of which lasted several days. We have weddings, reunions, conferences, concerts, meetings, sporting events, you name it. We probably had it at the convention center, and some of y'all have already probably been there several times. But in order to deliver to the paying client the product that they've been promised, I have to depend on several people to show up. I have a cleaning guy, a table and chair setup guy who works for an oil company. I've got a bar manager, bartenders that work at Carhartt, as well as other part-time staff who have been with me since the very beginning. And all of these people have regular full-time jobs other than the center. No one calls me sick. No one says, I don't feel like it today, or that it's their problem, not mine. And I think the reason for this is that the Hopkins County Fair and the Ballard Convention Center mean something to each of these people. And my advice to you all is to finish your education and then be ready for whatever this crazy life has for you. A little bit about me. I graduated from Western with a master's in sociology, and my first job was as a police officer with Bowling Green. And now I run a convention center in Madisonville. So do yourself a favor, commit to whatever you're doing, show up, and make it happen every day, and then make it your own. And if they serve funnel cakes, you know, even better. Thank you.